Hmm. 2015 has come out swinging, hasn't it? Hi there, I'm Rex King, and today we're talking about Better Man. So, Better Man was directed by Michael Gracey and follows the life story of Robbie Williams, a famous British artist. He was very popular at one point. Before I go any further, I should probably bring up something. I knew nothing about Robbie Williams before this movie came out. I've never even heard of him. I didn't know what this film was supposed to be about before I went in to see it. That being said, I absolutely love this film. Now, it is a pretty standard musical biopic on paper. It's about a famous musician, his rise to fame, kind of the dark path he has to go down to get fame and keep it, and his inevitable fall, concluding with his inevitable redemption. So, with that in mind, this film had to do a couple different things to keep itself apart from the other biopics like this. And what this film does is show this entire story as if it was from Robbie's point of view. With that in mind, he's a CGI chimp in this movie. Yeah, I was weirded out by that decision at first and thought it was a complete and utter gimmick. But the film does give good explanations for why he's like this. He views himself in a very negative light. Therefore, he sees himself as a lesser evolved human. It kind of makes sense. And I really like that they didn't just choose a gimmick. They did something that made sense for what they were going for. It's different stylization. And then they elevated it with the musical numbers. And yeah, you can definitely tell the director of this film is the one who did The Greatest Showman, because these musical numbers are great. The way they're shot and the way the visuals work. I felt that not only did the CGI chimp aspect actually come across really well done, but all the choreography and the way the camera moves during every musical number is spectacular. And I was also surprised to see how far this film goes into the dark territory of fame. Now, I was expecting something, but Robbie Williams had a lot of involvement in this movie, so I didn't think that he was going to commit to going as far as this film does with the dark path he had to go down. And I really appreciate that, as it really showed the film had a lot of heart, and you could feel a lot of the devastating moments that he's going through. And it felt legitimate, and that elevated the film to a whole nother level as well. And not only that, but the characters around them and how they react to him are also quite genuine, and you can kind of understand where that's coming from. This film did a really good job at building Robbie Williams and the people around him. Now, I'm not sure how accurate the portrayal is of certain instances in his life. Again, never heard of him before this film. But I do enjoy what this film accomplished, and I really had a good time, and I wasn't expecting to going into this one. So I'm going to give Better Man an 8 out of 10. At the end of the day, it's a really good musical with about a musician that goes down a very deep, dark path, and I really felt that this film managed to capture what it wanted to capture on a whole nother level than I was expecting it to. Now, I do want to put a warning here. There are some instances of self-harm in this film. So if you find that triggering, do not see this film, because it is there. And I really wish the movie had a trigger warning for that, because at least the showing I went to didn't. But that being said, this film is still a really good movie, and I definitely recommend it. I don't know if you're a Robbie Williams fan, if you're gonna get the same things out of this that I did, but I hope you do, and I hope you enjoy this film as much as I did. Anyway, that's my opinion on Better Man. What do you think about it? If you've seen it, let me know in the comments below, and if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.